Oh, hello. Today's question for us to chat about is one that we get quite a lot, actually. It's that I don't get my customers through my website, so why do I need one? So that is in reference to people who maybe sell on socials, people who sell in their physical building, so they get their customers locally. Maybe they do it over the phone or referrals, person to person. So why do they need a website? What's your thought?
I've got an image out of your car boot.
Your car boot sales.
Want to buy a thing?
Well, market sales might be a thing. You know,
they might. So yeah, I think the majority of people, I think there are some people, very 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 small minority of people that don't maybe can do without it, but I very specific conditions, and I'm trying, maybe a car boot sale person is, anyway, I think let's look at some of the stats, because I think even if if you don't think your customers are coming through your website, you might not think that, and there might not be a direct link that you can put your finger on. However, here are the stats that are out there. So 84% of today's consumers think that a website makes your business more credible. So that's like nearly everybody. So somebody with a website is more credible than companies that only have social media profiles. 84% of people say that. Another fact, 30% of consumers won't even consider businesses that don't have a website. So you're effectively packing up a third and chucking them out, as you've said. So even though you don't think that they're coming through your website, you can be 100% sure, or at least 84% sure, that they've checked you out online and they've looked at your website to see what you're like, and if they want to work with you.
I think that's true though, isn't it? Because what you'll do is, if you hear about a company, you'll Google them, won't you? That's very common. You go, oh, I heard that person. Let me see what they're about, and you'll Google them.
Yeah. That's the first thing you do with everything these days, isn't it? It's like, even if you're introduced to a new person, you're just like, oh,
you Google them.
It's like creepy, isn't it? Yeah, moving on. Okay, so there are other uses as well for your website. Other than that, your website is an absolutely perfect place to show off everything, actually. But if you've got any professional certifications or awards are amazing for business. People really, at a subconscious level, if you have awards in your website, that increases your trust in that company. So if you haven't got any awards on your website, then get out there and win some awards. Or you don't even have to win awards. Here's the other thing, that you don't need to do that. You just need to be a finalist, and it's easier than you would think. But if you don't take part, you never get anywhere. So get out there and get involved with the awards. And the other thing is, but having your own website, is that it allows you to create a branded email address, and we did another wee chat about that, about branded email addresses, so check that out. And it's just about adding that level of professionalism to your correspondence. The other thing is that if you work your website, so if you put your website to work, if your website's good for search engine optimization, if you're saying that you're not getting customers through it, well, you can change that. You can turn that around so that you do attract customers through it. There's a lot of things that you can do, and some people say to me, well, I'm happy with the amount of, I don't need any more customers. But I think there's every company experiences turnover. Not all your customers will stay with you forever and ever, and so I still think it's good to encourage more customers, isn't it? And a good, well optimized, modern site with all the correct SEO things in place will absolutely do wonders for you.
Yeah, I think that's true as well for if you've got, say you've got your physical building, and doing your local SEO is really important. Like if we come back to our Googling things, if you're looking for a restaurant or a car fixing place or whatever, then you're going to Google it, and whatever comes up in the map is what you're going to look at, because you want to know where it is, right?
Yeah, well, that's it, exactly. So if you link your site to a map and you have it hooked up with Google My Business, and why wouldn't you? So, you know, that is a really, you know, because that's what you do. If you're trying to find somewhere, it's like, well, where is it? I'll Google that. It's like, and if you can't find it and your competitors come up, then that person's going to go to your competitors instead, aren't they? That's the thing, you know. And so that's another really important thing, you know, having directions, having your contact details. It's really important that they're easily found on the website. And so people might pick up the phone and phone you, but so it might not look like they came through your website, or, you know, they might turn up at your front door, but that's originally, you know, that's part of the story of them getting to know you. So it's still important. And I think the other thing is, you know, you can display so much more as well. I mean, your products, if you've got products, you can, you know, if you use high quality photography and you show your products, if you selling products to the best of their ability, then people are more likely to have a look at them before they, you know, come to your front door or whatever. And services as well, you know, showing off the services that you can do, and that leads into, you know, testimonials, having people write or speak, preferably even in video, about the kind of service that they've had from you. It's proving to people that you're actually the best at what you do, and that they should come to you, establishing that social proof. I think that's you know, a good thing. Yeah. And you know, just generally in encouraging people to contact you more and more with different ways. So
I think that's true. I think another thing that's come up with us a little bit recently is the idea of, what if you want to sell your business? Like it's when you sell your business, you sell the physical business, but you also sell the digital property of that business as well, don't you? And so to have a website to offer just is something extra. Like I think your digital products are becoming as highly valued as your physical products in your business, and so it's good to have all the full picture, right? The full package.
absolutely, that's 100%, that's it. And the other thing is that it establishes your website establishes your place in your industry. And because if your competitors aren't online yet, they will be soon. And particularly in this day and age, you know, you need to get out there first. If your competitors aren't online yet, establish yourself as a leader in the field and build a high quality website first. You know, because there's, and even if they are online, you know, you can still do something that's different from your competitors. You can do it better than theirs. You can stand apart from them. And I think the website gives you a real opportunity to do that. It's hard, even if you've got a bricks and mortar, say a shop, and you know, say you're two cafes, it's hard it costs a lot to refit a cafe or something like that. But you can do a really good different website which will show a flavour of who you are at a fraction of the cost of a complete refit of your cafe, for example. So
yeah, I think that's absolutely true. And I think the other thing is, coming back to the professionalism idea a bit as well, is I get quite a lot of people who have Facebook groups, and they build their business on the Facebook group, and they've done really well out of it, and Facebook have a lot of options to charge people entry into things like your events and your groups and all that, which is fabulous. But the difference between having a Facebook group and having an online community on your own website is just so much. Like the professionalism in it is so different, isn't it? And you automatically, in your head, without even really realizing, you value one higher than the other.
Yeah, I think that's right. And I think there is something about the way we view social media as well as a consumer. We do not, I mean, let's face it, nobody goes on to Facebook or Insta saying, thinking, oh, I hope somebody sells me something today. So,
we'll have to buy, but don't like to be sold to, right?
Yes, exactly. So there is when you go on as a consumer, you have a different mindset than if you're going to a professional community or a professional site. Then you know what you're going for, and your mindset's in that place. So it's like the first part of your sales funnel is already discarded because you're already on the road, isn't it? That's the thing. And I think that's just in terms of, you know, long term, a website is going to ensure success or help with ensuring success long term with your business. Again, you know, I mean, we talked about this when we were talking about the email, but I think it does show a commitment as well to the business and a professionalism, and it shows that you're not a fly by night and selling out about your car and you're going to be there one day and gone the next, sort of thing. So, and also that you're on a par with it, and hopefully even, you know, ahead of your competitors with what you can do now. And you know, for some people, getting a website sounds really scary process, but it doesn't have to be, does it? You know,
No.
Well, we know that.
Well, I know it's easy for us to say, but we try and make it as accessible as possible, and I think it is quite in our hearts to help people who are not techie minded to understand, which is a lot of why we're answering these questions, right?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, we're you know, if you're out there and you're watching this and you think, oh no, I know I need to do this, but I just can't do it, it's too much, then, like, you know, give us a call. We'll set up a wee Zoom and a cup of Earl Grey for me or whatever, and just for Isla, she doesn't drink tea or coffee, and yeah, we'll have a chat and we'll demystify the process and just, you know, help take it all off your shoulders and smooth away.
Absolutely. Yeah, so if you do have any other questions on why you need a website, just get in touch with us. We'd be happy to chat. But I think we've covered quite a lot here.
Yeah, we have.
Perfect. Well, thank you for answering.
Cool. Thank you. Bye.